Hello and welcome again to Karimbu, the new quiz show in town. The quiz where everybody is a winner. Thank you once again for spending your Saturday afternoon with us. And as usual, we begin with a segment I call Once Upon a Time, where I take a random date on the calendar and tell you about something significant that happened to affect the history of Ghana on that day. Today, in Once Upon a Time, I will tell you about a sad day. Wednesday, June 30th, 1982. The Provisional National Defense Council had been in office since January 1982. There was a curfew imposed upon the population and everybody had to be in their homes by 6 p.m. That means everyone who was seen in the streets would be in deep trouble. They would be arrested not only by the police but also by the military and be seriously disciplined. Believe me, everybody observed the curfew. There were no recalcitrant people who disobeyed orders because disobedience could cause one to lose one's life. On July 1st, 1982, it was announced on the television and radio that 3 judges and a retired army officer had been abducted from their homes the night before. The judges were Justices Cecilia Cranton Addo, Kojo Eje Ajepong, and Fred Pokusa Kodie. The retired army officer was Major Sam Akwa. What shocked Ghanaians was that there was a curfew in place, so people wondered who had the audacity to move around and actually abduct people. Ghanaians prayed that they would be found. However, a few days later, the charred remains of their bodies were found at the Bondazi shooting range. The judges and retired army officer had been shot and their bodies doused with petrol and set ablaze. However, there had been a heavy rain that night which extinguished the fire. So in the morning, the charred remains of the judges and army officer were discovered. The whole country went into a state of shocked disbelief and everybody condemned the act. The government of the PNDC now had to find out who killed the judges and army officer. The government set up a special investigation which discovered that in that very tense atmosphere of a curfew, a group of men had abducted the 3 judges and retired army officer from their homes and murdered them. 5 men were tried and convicted of the murder. Joachim Amatekwe, who had been a member of the PNDC, was one of them. The others were Lance Corporal Amedeka, Michael Senya, Tekpo Heckley, and Johnny Jandu. They were put in prison and all of them except Lance Corporal Amedeka were later executed by firing squad. Lance Corporal Amedeka was sentenced to death in absentia because he had successfully broken out of jail during the trial. The sad story of June 30th, 1982 can never be forgotten. A monument in remembrance of the event stands at the forecourt of the Supreme Court building in Accra. It is a statue of the murdered judges and has the inscription, Martyrs of the Rule of Law. And on that sad note, children, let us now go and meet our contestants for another episode of Karimbu. Hello again, welcome once again to Karimbu, the new quiz show in town, the quiz show which we hope will be an inspiration to our young students to read more and learn more, especially about Ghana and Africa. Karimbu is a very, very special quiz program, and all the questions are focused on learning more about Ghana and Africa. And all the information and all the questions will come from the contents of these 2 books. Speaking of Africa, did you know that? And speaking of Ghana, did you know that? These books are on the market, authored by me, and contain a whole lot of information. The quiz program is a tournament which starts out with 27 junior secondary school students. And we place them in groups of 3, so that every group of 3 students makes up one contest. And out of the 27 students, we get 9 competing teams. And the 9 teams will generate 9 winners who will now go into the semi-finals. And the semi-finalists will also be put in groups of 3. And from those contests, we will generate 3 finalists. And the 3 finalists will compete for the big major Karimbu prize. And now to go on and tell you what the prizes are going to be, let's welcome a lovely girl I call Triple A. Her name is Alicia Alima Al-Hassan. She is going to tell us what the prizes are for competing in Karimbu.
Karimbu, everybody is a winner. There's 200 cedis as a token prize for the winner of each preliminary contest and 100 cedis as a consolation prize for runners-up. In the final round, the points become money. Each semi-final point is worth 10 Ghana cedis, but the winner gets the maximum amount of 1,000 Ghana cedis. No matter how many points back, the final contest is where the winner gets a whopping 5,000 Ghana cedis, and the runners-up get 50 Ghana cedis for each point they get. In the semi-finals and finals, the more points you win, the more money you get. Everyone who competes in Karimbu is a winner.
Welcome again. Now that we've heard what the prizes are, you can see what a wonderful and worthwhile quiz this is. So now it's time for me to welcome the contestants for today's quiz, today's preliminary contest. So contestants, please, you're welcome. Welcome to the quiz show Karimbu, and we have Amina Mustafa in red, Claude Ousu in gold, and Blessing Asapre Koko in green. You're all welcome, and I wish you all the best of luck. Okay, so now we'll take a short break and we'll come back and I will tell you what the rules of Karimbu are. Okay. Speaking of Africa, did you know that Burkina Faso attained their independence in 1960 but adopted the name Burkina Faso in 1984? Speaking of Ghana, did you know that in 1967 there was a failed coup attempt to overthrow the government of Ghana? What are the capitals of Rwanda, Chad, and Gabon? What currencies are used in Mali, Libya, and Zambia? Did you know that before the Fourth Republic, Ghana had many years of military rule which separated the first 3 republics? And did you know that the Volta Lake is bigger than the whole of the Greater Accra region? Speaking of Africa, did you know that? And speaking of Ghana, did you know that our 2 new books that contain loads of information, the thousands of questions and answers in the books, are not there to test the students but to teach in an exciting way about Ghana and Africa and the great men and women who first lit the torch of progress and dedicated their lives to building their nations. To get your copies, call Arimas Media on back. Now we have our 3 eager, lively contestants, and before we start, let me tell you what the rules of the game are. First of all, I will ask you 5 true or false questions, and each of those questions is worth 1 point, and you have 2 seconds to answer. And at the end of 2 seconds, if you haven't finished your answer, you'll hear a bell which sounds like, all right, and you'll know you've been bailed out. Now, I will ask you 5 questions, Amina, and I'll ask Claude 5 questions, and I'll ask Blessing 5 questions. At the end of that round, you have the opportunity of bagging 5 points because each question is worth 1 point. So after that, we now move on to the multiple choice round. And in that round, you answer 5 questions each, but you don't answer them straight in a line. I will ask Amina 1 question, and I'll ask Claude another question, and I'll ask Blessing a 3rd question, and then I'll come back to Amina. I'm not going to ask you 5 questions in a row. I will give you options. I will ask you a question, and I'll give you 4 different options. After I finish asking the question, and after I finish mentioning the options, the countdown begins. You have 5 seconds to answer that question, and at the end of 5 seconds, you hear a bell which goes like this. And when you hear the bell, then you know you've been bailed out. I hope none of you gets bailed out. Okay, so each of those questions is worth 5 points. So if you are able to get all 5 correct, that means you've got 25 points. And if you had all your true and false questions correct, that's another 5 points. Now you have 30 points. Now, something about the multiple choice. When I ask you the question, I want you to give me the full answer. I don't want you to say the first one, or A, or C, or anything like that. I want you to say the full answer. For example, if I ask you the question, who was the first president of Ghana? Flight Lieutenant Rawlins, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, John Dramani Mahama, Mr. J.A. Kufuor. I don't want you to say the first one. The answer is obviously Kwame Nkrumah, but I don't want you to say the first one or the second one. I want you to give me the answer Kwame Nkrumah. Okay? So we are all right with that. Now, after the multiple choice, then we go into another round which is called map assistance or map reading. I will ask each of you to come to the board, to the map of Ghana with a pointer and stand beside the map of Ghana, and I will ask you 2 questions. And you will answer by telling us what the answer is, at the same time pointing to it on the map. All your answers can be found on the map. It will be a country, a sea, a river, a town, an entity, but you will find it on the map, okay? So that will, when I ask that question, I will also give you options to help you. And I hope you have an idea of where everything is. You know, you don't have to know exactly where a town is, but you should know. I hope you know that maybe it's in the Ashanti region and you have a vague idea of where the Ashanti region is. So if I ask a question and it involves the Ashanti region, your eye should straight away go to the middle of the map of Ghana where the Ashanti region lies. Or if it's about the Upper West region, your eye should immediately go up to the Upper West region so that you don't start searching for Tumu and then you're looking down to where Cape Coast is. So, you know, you should have a general idea of where things are. That will really help you in the map reading. But the map is there to help you. All the questions are on the map. Now, those questions are worth 10 points each, and you have 10 seconds to answer. So, once again, at the end of 10 seconds, you hear a bell which goes like this, and you know that you've been bailed out. I hope you don't get bailed out. I will ask you 2 questions worth 10 points each, possibly giving you another 20 points to add to the 30 points so that you have 50 points for the first round, which is on Ghana. After that, we go to Africa. Now the questions for the next round will be on Africa, and we follow the same procedure, and where you have the opportunity of gaining another 50 points. The total number of points that you can get in Karimbu is 100 points. And as we heard from AAA, the prizes get more attractive in the semi-finals and the finals. So with that, you're welcome, and we'll take a quick break and then come back, and straight away we go on to our true or false segment on Ghana.
Located on Adembra Road at East Cantonment.
Welcome back, and before we start, I'd like to remind you it's very important that you speak out. And it's also very important, especially during the map reading, that when you're pointing to the entity on the map, you say it. Because you could point to the Atlantic Ocean, and even though you may be right, we don't know if you know that's the Atlantic Ocean. So you need to spell it out, okay? All right, so here we go with true or false. Amina Mustafa. Your first question is, the Upper East region has Navrongo as the capital, true or false?
False.
False, right. The capital is Bolgatanga, okay. 2, the Greater Accra region is the biggest region in Ghana by land size, true or false?
False.
False. The Greater Accra region is the smallest region by land size, despite the huge population, okay? Your third question is, Sele is an indigenous Ghanaian language, true or false?
False.
Actually, that's true. The people of Santrofi in the Oti region, they speak a language called Sele, okay? The first Europeans to come to modern Ghana were the Portuguese, true or false?
True.
True. And Hausa is the language of the indigenous people of Tamale, true or false?
False.
False, right? It's Dagbani. All right, so now we're going to Claude for your true or false questions. And the first one is, President J.J. Rawlings won the 1996 presidential elections, true or false?
True.
True, right. All right, your next question is, Tamale is the capital of the Savannah region, true or false?
False.
False. Tamale is the capital of the northern region, okay. Your third question is, Nsawam is in the Greater Accra region, true or false?
False.
False, you're right, it's in the eastern region, okay. And your next question is, Togo is east of Ghana, true or false?
True.
True, that is true. And your fifth question, the title for the overlord of the Krobo people is Pio, true or false?
True.
That is false. The title for the overlord of the Krobo people is Kono. All right, okay. Blessing, Asa praying. All right. The Larabanga Mosque, one of the oldest mosques in West Africa, can be found in Ghana. True or false?
True.
True, that's right. Before independence, the head of state of the Gold Coast was the Queen of England. True or false?
True.
True, right. President Hilary Mann was president during the Fourth Republic. True or false?
False.
false. He was president during the Third Republic, right? Ejisu is in the Ashanti region. True or false?
True.
Very good. The Guan people are indigenous to Ghana and can be found in all the regions. True or false?
True.
True, that's right. Well done. Okay. Welcome back to Karimbu. We are still in the preliminary contest and we are about to take the contestants through the multiple choice questions. But first of all, let's see how the quiz is shaping up. Blessing has 5 points, Claude has 4 points, and Amina has 4 points. So here we go. Amina, your first multiple choice question. Tianku Falls are located in which of these Ghanaian towns? Secho, Dumasi, Amejope, Jirapa, or Dodoa?
Jirapa.
I'm sorry, it's Dodoa. So, Claude, it's your turn. The capital of the Oti region of Ghana is Dambai, Keta, Hohoi, Adidome.
Keta.
I'm sorry, the capital of the Oti region is Dambai. Blessing, what is the native language of the people from Damongu, Mampruli, Dagari, Bono, or Gunja? Well, you were bailed out. You didn't say anything. The answer is Gunja. But next time, even if you don't know it, you can make a guess. You might be right, Anyway, the native language from the people from Damongu, they speak Gunja, which is a form of Guan. Okay. All right. Now, back to Amina. Who was the first lady of Ghana? The first one. Nana Kunedo Ajiman Rawlings, Mrs. Adeline Akufo-Addo, Madam Fatia Nkrumah, Mrs. Teresa Kufuor.
Madam Fatia
Nkrumah. Well, correct. That is true. That is correct. She was the first lady of Ghana, Madam Fatia Nkrumah. Okay. Now we go to Claude. And Claude, in what year did the first coup d'etat take place in Ghana? 1966, 81, 1981, 1972, or 1979?
1979.
I'm sorry, the answer is 1966. That was the coup that toppled the First Republic, which was led by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, 1966. 1979, yes, there was a coup d'etat, but that wasn't the first. We had seen, that was, I think, the third that we had in 1979, okay? Now, Blessing, your question is, Ghana's Second Republic lasted for the period between 1970 to 79, 69 to 72, 60 to 66, or 79 to 81?
69 to... What is the question?
Yeah. She had it right. She didn't finish the answer, but I will give it to her because she said it lasted from 69 to, and then she was bailed out. It's 69 to 72. That was Ghana's Second Republic. Okay? All right. Now we are back to Amina. Amina, which of these towns or neighborhoods is in the Greater Accra region? Princess Town, Jamestown, Cape 3 Points, Fort St. Antonio. Jamestown. Jamestown is in the Greater Accra region. The rest are in the Central region and I think the Western region. Claude. Claude, what is the native language of the people from Wiaga? Is it Hausa, Dagbani, Buli, or Sisala?
Sisala.
Wiaga, no, it's Buli. Yeah, they are Bulsa people from Wiaga. Okay. And That's another native question. What is the native language of the people of Gambaga? Hausa, Guan, Nanumba, Mampruli.
Guan.
It's Mampruli. Gambaga, the people from Gambaga speak Mampruli. They are Mamprisis. Okay, all right. Now back to Amina. Amina, in what year did the PNDC hand over power to a democratically elected government? 1993, 1996, 1997, or 1994?
1994.
I'm sorry, it was 1993. The first elections were in 1992. Rawlings won, and then the swearing in was in 1993. So that's when the PNDC handed over power to the NDC. Okay, all right. Claude, which of these political parties was headed by one of the founding fathers of Ghana? One of the big six. One of the big six headed a political party in 1979. And I want you to give me that political party. The United National Convention, the Popular Front Party, the Action Congress Party, or the Third Force Party?
The Third Force Party.
I'm sorry, it was the United National Convention. It was headed by Mr. William Oforiatta, popularly known as Pawili, in 1979. Okay. So, blessing. Ghana is now in the Fourth Republic. The First, Second, and Third Republics all ended in the same way, which was a military coup d'etat, a rebellion of the people, a civil war, the death of a president.
A military coup d'etat.
Thank you. That's correct, a military coup d'etat. Okay. Amina, which of these towns is in the eastern region of Ghana? Takwa, Nsawam, Obuasi, Buduburam.
Nsawam.
Nsawam is correct. That's the eastern region of Ghana. The rest are in other regions. Takwa, I think Western North region or Western region. Obuasi, Ashanti, Buduburam, Central region. Okay, now Claude. In which of these regions do the Krachi people primarily live? The Upper West region, the Northern region, the Oti region, the Savannah region.
The Oti region.
The Oti region. You are right, it's the Oti region. And Blessing, which of these ethnic groups is from the Northeast region? The Sisala, the Gonja, the Mampusi, the Nanumba.
The Gonja.
No, I'm sorry, that's the Mampusi. They are from the Northeast region. Okay. Well done. That was quite impressive. And now we've come to the end of the multiple choice for the questions on Ghana. And we'll take a break and we'll come back and we'll do the map reading for Ghana. Okay. We've just finished the multiple choice round on the segment on Ghana. It was a pretty good round, and before we go on to the map reading, I'd like to show you how the quiz is shaping up. We have in the lead, in the red, Amina Mustafa with 19 points. Claude Owusu has 9 points, and Blessing has 15 points. So with that, I'm going to invite Amina to take the pointer, stand beside the map of Ghana, and answer her 2 questions. Amina, your question is on the northern region. And which region is directly west of the northern region? The Savannah region, Western region, Oti region, Northeast region? Savannah region. That's good. That's great. She got it right. It's the Savannah region is directly west of the northern region. Okay, and your next question is, what entity lies immediately to the east of the Volta region? The Volta region. Togo, right. Thank you for speaking out. She's right. She nailed her 2 questions, her 2 map reading questions. And now we're going to Claude in the gold. Claude, I hope you were following This is your question, Claude. Which of these entities shares a boundary with the OT region? The Upper West region, the Northeast region, Togo, or the Greater Accra region? One of them shares a border with the OT region.
The Upper West region.
No, I'm sorry. The answer is Togo. Okay. So, Claude, your next question is, what is on the south of the Western region? The Greater Accra region, Gulf of Guinea, Ashanti region, or Bunu East region?
Bunu East
region. Say it aloud.
Bunu East region.
Okay. I'm sorry, that is wrong. Your answer is, your question was, what is on the south of the Western region? And your options were the Greater Accra region, the Gulf of Guinea, the Ashanti region, and the Bunu East region. There is the Western region in the green, and south of it is the Atlantic Ocean, the Gulf of Guinea. Thank you very much. You take your place, and Blessing, is your turn. All right, Blessing, your question is about the Savannah region. So I should just go to the Savannah region. And the question is, which region is directly east of the Savannah region? The Northern region, the Western North region, the OT region, or the Northeast region?
Northern region.
Very good. It is the Northern region. That is correct. Okay. Your next question is about the Ashanti region. What region is immediately north of the Ashanti region? The Eastern region, the Volta region, Bunu East region, or Central region?
The Bunu East region.
Very good. That's correct. So well done, Blessing. You've nailed your 2 questions on map reading. And congratulations to all of you. We are going to take a break now, and then we'll come back and do the part of the quiz which is on Africa. My name is Selma Al-Hassan, and sometimes I get interested in certain facts about Ghana and Africa and about our history. Not necessarily why certain things happened, but just that they happened. Did you know that John Dramani Mahama was the first Ghanaian to have moved from the position of vice president to president successively? John Atta Mills did not move directly from vice president to president. He lost 2 elections in 2000 and 2004 before winning in 2008. This is just a little tidbit from a book I wrote called Speaking of Ghana, Did You Know That? And the book is full of so much information about Ghana, about our personalities, and about our recent, interesting, sometimes turbulent history. It's been approved by NACA as supplementary reading for junior and senior secondary schools. And I have another book called Speaking of Africa, Did You Know That? In this book, I take every African country and write a little summary about it. Then I go on and give bullet points concerning things about the country. For example, what their capital is, what their currency is, where they are located geographically on the map of Africa, and a few facts about them. So after reading this book, Speaking of Africa, Did You Know That? You'll know just about everything interesting about Africa. You don't need to know the deep history or geography of any nation, but you know that it exists, and you know the kind of people that live there, the Africans that live there. So I have these 2 books which are on the market, and I encourage you to buy. You can find it at Delcam Bookstore, Amazon.com, Book Nook, EPP Books, and others. And you can call the number on your screen and order the books. Welcome back, and we are about to start the Africa part of the program, where I'm going to ask them true and false questions, multiple choice questions, and map reading questions, but this time all on Africa. But before then, let's see how the quiz is shaping up. And we have, still in the lead is Amina Mustafa with 39 points, and Claude has 9 points, and Blessing has 35 points. So without wasting any more time, let's go on to the true and false questions. Amina, here are your questions on Africa. Cairo is the capital of Cote d'Ivoire. True or false?
False.
False. Equatorial Guinea is in Northern Africa. True or false?
False.
False. Yes, it's not in Northern Africa. It's a group of islands off the coast of Western Africa. Egypt is a landlocked country in Western Africa. True or false?
False.
False. It is in Northern Africa, and it's not a landlocked country. It sits on the shores of the Mediterranean Sea and the Red Sea. Cote d'Ivoire is in Southern Africa. True or false?
False.
False. Cote d'Ivoire is in West Africa. And your final true or false question is, Eritrea sits on the shores of the Red Sea. True or false?
True.
True. That's right. Eritrea sits on the shores of the Red Sea in an area called the Horn of Africa. All right. Well done. Now to Claude. Claude, your true and false questions on Africa. Claude, the Somali flag has a solid blue color with a white star in the middle. True or false?
True.
True. Claude, the Republic of South Africa is at the northernmost part of the continent. True or false?
False.
False. That was a clue, right? South Africa, northern. Anyway. Your third question is, the official language of South Sudan is English. True or false?
False.
It's true. The official language of South Sudan is English, right? The currency used in South Sudan is the South Sudanese pound. True or false?
True.
True, right. The language of business and commerce and government in Eswatini is Portuguese. True or false?
False.
False. It's English. English and Swati. Okay. Okay. Well done. Now, Blessing. Your first true or false question on Africa is, Mogadishu is the capital of Somalia. True or false?
True.
Good. Tanzania is in Western Africa. True or false?
False.
False. Good. Somalia is on the Horn of Africa. True or false?
True.
True. South Sudan is in Southern Africa. True or false?
False.
False. That's brilliant. South Sudan is not in Southern Africa, despite it being called South Sudan. It's in Central Africa. Sudan is in Western Africa. True or false?
False.
False. It's in Northern Africa. All right. Well done. Well done. That was a very impressive round. And we'll take a break now, and we'll come back with the multiple choice questions on Africa.
Located on Adembra Road at East Cantonment,
Welcome back to Karimbu, the show that inspires the children to read and learn more about Africa and Ghana. Okay, we are now going to the multiple choice, but before then, we need to see how the quiz is shaping up. Amina is still in the lead with 44 points. Claude has 13 points and Blessing has 40 points. So now we're going to take the multiple choice on Africa. Okay, Amina, your question: what is the currency used in Eritrea? The Eritrean dollar, Eritrean dinar, Eritrean pound, or Eritrean nafka?
Eritrean Africa.
Very good, Eritrean nafka. That's the currency used in Eritrea. Okay. Claude, your question is, what is the currency used in the Somali Republic? The Somali dinar, Somali shilling, Somali rial, or the Somali birr?
Somali shilling.
Shilling, correct. That's right, it's the Somali shilling. And Blessing, your question is, Eswatini changed her name in 2018. Before then, she had another name. What was it? Switzerland, Swaziland, Bechuanaland, Basutoland?
Swaziland.
Swaziland, very good. All right. Now, the next question goes to Amina, and it's on Djibouti. What is the currency used in Djibouti? The Djiboutian Jobi, Djiboutian Kwacha, Djiboutian Nafka, Djiboutian franc?
Djiboutian franc.
Franc, very good, is the Djiboutian franc. Right, and now we go to Claude, and your question is also on Eswatini. What are the citizens of Eswatini called? The law which changed the name from Swaziland to Eswatini also changed how the citizens should be called. So what are they called now? Is it Swazi? Is it Mswati, Soto, or Zulu? Swazi. No, I'm sorry. I want to give him half the point. I mean, they were called Swazis before the name changed. And the law, that's why I asked the question, the law which changed the name to Eswatini also said the citizens should be called Mswatini is the correct answer. They used to be called Swazi, but now they are Mswatini. So the law which changed the name from Swaziland to Eswatini also changed how the citizens are called. You know, I really want to give it to you, but I can't because it's wrong. Okay. Blessing, your question is, what is the capital of the Somali Republic? Asmara, Mogadishu, Conakry, or Bobo Dioulasso?
Mogadishu.
Mogadishu. Wow. Very good. Now, Amina, what is the currency used in Cote d'Ivoire? The pound, the dollar, the CFA franc, or the euro?
The CFA
franc. Very good. That's the currency used in Cote d'Ivoire. Now, Claude, what are the official languages in Somalia? French and Arabic, Somali and Arabic, Portuguese and Arabic, Spanish and Arabic.
Somali and Arabic.
Excuse me, Somali and Arabic. That's correct. Well done. Okay. Blessing, your question is, what is the currency used in Eswatini? The lira, the leon, the lilangeni, or the pula?
The Lilangeni.
The Lilangeni, that's right. Well done. Okay, back to Amina. Amina, what's the capital of the Democratic Republic of Congo? Libreville, Brazzaville, Kinshasa, or Leopoldville? Kinshasa, that's right. Well done, Amina. We go to Claude. Claude, the head of state of Eswatini is a king, a chief justice, a president, a princess.
A king.
A king, that's right. Okay, Eswatini is a monarchy and the head of state is a king. They have a prime minister, but the head of state is a king. And now we go to blessing. Blessing, what is the monetary unit of South Africa? What currency do they use there? The dollar, the rand, the leone, or the kwacha?
The rand.
The rand, right. Okay, now we are back to Amina. Amina, your question is, what is the capital of Egypt? Conakry, Cairo, Bobo Dioulasso, or Bamako?
Cairo.
Cairo, that's right. Amina is done. And we go to Claude. Claude, what is the capital of South Africa? Mbabane, Azania, Maseru, Pretoria.
Victoria.
Pretoria. Speak up. Pretoria.
Pretoria.
That's the capital of South Africa. And we go to Blessing. And your question is, what are the official languages in South Africa? English and French, English and Afrikaans, English and Portuguese, English and Hindi.
English and Afrikaans.
English and Afrikaans, that's right. Well done, that was impressive, and congratulations to all of you. But we can only have one winner, but you're also good. We are now going to take a break, and then we come back and do the map segment of Africa.
Karimbu, everybody is a winner. There's 200 cedis as a token prize for the winner of each preliminary contest and 100 cedis as a consolation prize for runners-up. In the final round, the points become money. Each semi-final point is worth 10 Ghana cedis, but the winner gets the maximum amount of 1,000 Ghana cedis. No matter how many points back, the final contest is where the winner gets a whopping 5,000 Ghana cedis, and the runners-up get 50 Ghana cedis for each point they get. In the semi-finals and finals, the more points you win, the more money you get. Everyone who competes in Karimbu is a winner.
Welcome back. We've heard the prizes, and now before we go on further to the map reading section of Africa, let's look at how the quiz is shaping up so far. Amina Mustafa maintains her lead with 69 points, and Claude has 35.5 points because he got half a point for the other question, and Blessing has an impressive 65 points. So with that, I'm going to invite Amina. Please take the pointer and stand beside the map of Africa, and I'm going to ask you your two questions. Your first question is on the Democratic Republic of Congo, and the question is, the Democratic Republic of Congo is in Central Africa, North Africa, Southern Africa, or East Africa? Central Africa, that is correct. Well done. And your next question is on Eritrea, and the question is, where is Eritrea located? West Africa, Southern Africa, East Africa, or North Africa?
East Africa.
East Africa. Well done. So you're done. Now we go to Claude, and your first, take the pointer. Your question is, what is on South Sudan's southern border? Sudan, Chad, Uganda, the Red Sea. Southern border. Southern border.
The Red Sea.
No, it's not the Red Sea. Try again.
The-
Southern. Okay, you've been bailed out. Southern border is Uganda. Okay, so that's your first question. Your second question is Somalia. It's on Somalia. Somalia's eastern border is made up of the Atlantic Ocean, Ethiopia, the Indian Ocean or Djibouti?
The Indian Ocean.
Point to the Indian Ocean. You are right, but I need you to point to the Indian Ocean. It's an ocean, so it has to be in the sea. Okay, you've been bailed out, but you got it right. So I'll give him half a point, half of the 10 marks. I'll give you 5 points because you have to point to it and tell us. It is the Indian Ocean, but it's obvious that you don't know where, you didn't know where the Indian Ocean was. The Indian Ocean is right there. It's blue. It's the ocean. The oceans are the blue surrounding the map of Africa. That's the Indian Ocean. Okay. Now I invite Blessing to the map. Okay. What is on Sudan's western border? West of Sudan.
Chad.
Fantastic. Ooh, you're good. Chad. Chad is on Sudan's western border. Very good. Okay, and the next question is still on South Sudan. South Sudan's immediate northern neighbor is Sudan, Egypt, Chad, or Libya. Immediate northern neighbor of South Sudan.
It's Sudan.
Wow, you got it. You got it in the nick of time. The immediate northern neighbor of South Sudan is Sudan. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the map reading round for Africa. And we're going to take a short break now, and we'll come back and see who the winner is and where we go from here. So see you after a quick commercial break. Welcome back. We've come to the end of the question and answer part of Karimbu for today. This is still a preliminary round, and we shall soon be in the semi-finals first and then finals. And thank you for joining us. And I'm now going to give out the token prizes that the contestants won for this round. And before I do that, I have to tell you who the winner is today. We have got ourselves a semi-finalist and a winner. And Amina has maintained her lead throughout, and she ends up with 89 points. And Claude has 40.5 points, and Blessing has 85 points. Very, very, very good. I'm proud of all of you, and I hope you'll be inspired to read and learn more, and some of you will even become historians and write the history of Ghana and Africa. Right now, it's my pleasure to invite my producer, but first of all, let me put on my face mask to observe the COVID protocols and invite the producer to come up to the set and give me the token prizes for the contestants. So here we go. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, all right. Thank you very much. I have the token prizes, and I'm going to call you up one by one to come and get your token prizes for today. Claude, come up and get your token prize of consolation prize of 100 Ghana cedis. There you go. Blessing, Asapri, Coco, well done. And I'm going to give you your token prize of 100 cedis. And Amina Mustafa is our winner. She has qualified for the semi-finals, and she comes to get her token prize of 200 cedis for taking part in the preliminaries. Congratulations. Okay. Thank you for spending your Saturday afternoon with us. And I'll just take off my mask, and we hope to see you next week for another preliminary contest before we go into the semi-finals. Okay? Bye for now. Bye.